Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Learn English with Alexa podcast. I'm your host, Jack.
And I am Jennifer.
In this episode, we're tackling a common challenge, overcoming the fear of speaking in English. Have you ever felt nervous when it's your turn to speak, wondering if you'll make mistakes? You're not alone. In today's episode, I'll share some effective strategies to help you build confidence in your speaking abilities.
We'll discuss techniques like practicing with friends, recording yourself, and focusing on the message rather than perfection. Remember, making mistakes is a part of learning, so embrace them. We'll also hear from a few learners who share their experiences and how they overcame their fears. After that, I'll summarize the key points for you. By the end of this episode, you'll have the tools you need to speak English with confidence. Let's dive in.
This is a challenge for many people. It doesn't matter if you're new or have some experience, fear can stop you from speaking.
Right? Let's go through some easy steps to help you feel better about speaking English.
Step 1. Understand your fear. What makes you scared? Is it making mistakes, being judged, or not finding the right words?
Exactly. When you know what scares you, it's easier to face it. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay.
Step 2. Practice often. The more you speak, the easier it will get. Start with friends or family who support you.
Yes, you can also join language groups or online chats. Speaking with others can really help your confidence.
Step 3. Think about what you want to say. Instead of worrying about grammar, focus on your message. What do you want to tell people?
Great idea! This helps you stop thinking about your fear and start thinking about what you want to share.
Step 4. Record yourself. Listen to how you sound. It can show you what you're good at and where you can improve.
And remember, it's okay to have an accent. Everyone speaks differently.
Step 5. Stay positive. Spend time with people who encourage you. Celebrate small wins, like finishing a conversation in English.
And don't be too tough on yourself. Learning a language takes time.
Step 6. Get help if you need it. If your fear feels too big, think about talking to a teacher or coach who can help.
They can give you advice and support that's just right for you. We talked about how to overcome your fear of speaking in English. Now, we'll share more tips and personal stories.
Yes, let's start with finding a safe space to practice. This could be a quiet room at home or a cozy coffee shop.
Good idea! A comfortable environment can help you feel relaxed. You might even try speaking in front of a mirror to build confidence.
For example, aim to speak for just 1 minute each day. Gradually, you can increase the time.
That's a great way to start. Small steps can lead to big progress over time.
Now, let's talk about using technology. There are many apps and websites where you can practice speaking with others.
Yes. Platforms like language exchange apps let you connect with people who want to learn your language too. It's a win-win.
Another tip is to watch movies or listen to music in English. This helps you get used to how English sounds and improves your vocabulary.
You can also try repeating phrases from movies or songs. It's fun and helps with pronunciation.
Visualization is powerful. It helps create a mental blueprint for success. Alongside that, positive self-talk is crucial. When you notice negative thoughts creeping in, try replacing them with affirmations, like I am improving every day.
Definitely. Creating a supportive network is another important factor. Surround yourself with friends or mentors who encourage you to practice speaking.
That's so true. Engaging with supportive people can make a huge difference. You can also join online forums or social media groups. Let's not forget about joining a club or class. Being around others who want to learn can motivate you.
Yes. Many community centers or online platforms offer language classes. You'll meet new people and practice together.
Now, let's share a few personal stories. Jennifer, do you remember your first time speaking English in front of others?
Sure, I'll start. I remember my first big experience speaking English in front of a group. I was in high school and had to give a presentation in class.
That must have been really stressful. What happened?
It really was. I practiced my speech many times in front of my mirror. I felt ready, but when I stood up in front of my classmates, my heart raced.
I can imagine. How did you feel when you started speaking?
At first, I was so nervous that I stumbled over my words. I could see some of my friends looking at me and I thought, what if I mess up?
That's a common fear. What did you do?
I took a deep breath and reminded myself that it was okay to make mistakes. I focused on my main message instead of worrying about how I sounded.
That's a great strategy. What happened next?
As I continued, I started to relax. I saw a few friends nodding and smiling at me, which gave me confidence. By the end, I felt proud of myself.
That's fantastic. Did this experience change how you felt about speaking English?
Definitely. It showed me that speaking English doesn't have to be perfect. The important thing is to communicate and connect with others.
That's such an inspiring story. It's a reminder that we all have fears, but facing them can lead to growth.
Jack, have you ever experienced a fear of speaking in front of others?
I felt the same way during my first English presentation. I made mistakes, but everyone was supportive. It made me want to keep going.
Exactly. Remember, everyone has gone through this. You're not alone.
Absolutely. Jennifer,
Exactly. So, if you're feeling scared to speak English, remember that you're not alone. Everyone starts somewhere, and each step forward counts.
thanks for sharing your story. We hope it encourages our listeners to keep practicing and not let fear hold them back.
So, to sum it up, understand your fear, practice regularly, focus on your message, record yourself, stay positive, and seek help if needed.
Remember, everyone feels nervous at times. The key is to keep speaking and growing.
Thank you for joining us on Learn English with Alexa. We'll be back next week with more tips and stories.
Don't forget to subscribe and join us next week for more language tips. Until then, keep practicing.